Hey y'all. Okay, so we got something important such as a new job or a raise. And we have the Four of Swords and the King of Wands. So the Four of Swords talks about somebody who is in recuperation, who is resting, who's trying to retreat, trying to heal. You could also be preparing for whatever the next step is, but the whole point is that you're taking a moment of rest. You could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or a Aries, but more so a Leo maybe, or maybe you have that in your chart heavy. But basically, um, this talks about somebody who cannot go any further without retreat or recuperation. You've been through a lot of pressure, stress, grief, traumatic events, and now the time has come where you need to do some self-protection, some self-care, and find a sanctuary where you can just kind of, relax and like recuperate. Okay, now this is the thing. Something important such as a new job or raise. Maybe you guys are waiting. It's like a waiting period before you take that next leap to that new promotion or position or whatever. But you will need to check yourself, okay? Make sure you are on top of the duties and things while you're taking this moment of rest, okay? Because what I feel like, this is a downtime for you, and so this is the time to kind of get like those ducks in order before you go into a new I don't want to say like chaos, but a new set of ideas, set of responsibilities, duties, tasks, and things that are going to require you to have a lot of energy, if that makes sense, right? We also have too much concern with sexual matters. For a lot of you guys, you could be trying to stay on top of a situation with the Seven of Wands, which talks about you being very overwhelmed, frustrated, trying to stay on top of many matters. And it has something to do with too much concern with sexual matters, okay? Now, what we have is tantric sex, which talks about spirituality and mixing sex and spirituality together, which it becomes like a meditative tool. It heightens your awareness because from the Hindu and Buddhist, they feel like they have many beliefs when it comes down to spirituality and tantric sex and how it heightens you and your self-awareness and all of that. So you need to look that up because I'm not that versed in that. I only know very minimal about that. So, but sex is a exchange, which makes sense. If you look into like your chakras and things like that, you'll learn more about just how sexual energy exchange is very powerful. And so that is the basis around not giving yourself to everybody, because it's almost like you leave a mark and you leave that energy with that person. But the whole point is that somebody is too worried about sexual matters, okay? And they're tired of the drama. This is the type of person that uses sex as a weapon or uses sex as leverage. Yeah. Red lipstick stain. So yeah, they exploit themselves in terms of, seducing or maybe using it as a tool in order to get what they want, based on the means that they need. Okay, so we also have light-hearted, carefree time, which talks about the world has we could be talking about 4 different signs here, which is Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Capricorn. But yeah, or you could just have this in your chart. Look up your chart. You can get a birth chart. You're going to need your birth date and where you were born in order to get certain aspects. But there is somebody who's trying to spend some lighthearted, carefree time with any of those signs that I just talked about. You could be a little worried about too much sexual matters here, okay? And a lot of you guys could be really tired because you're just overwhelmed. And it's the holiday, so, it's just a lot of just layers here. But you are being judged in this time frame, okay? So everything that you put out into the world, you get back. So remember that. But the world talks about completion in a very big way, okay? You completing a major milestone or going to a new level, or just like that self-awareness, heightening things are heightening for you. Maybe sex, maybe emotional, it may be financial for a lot of you guys, but it's a feeling of triumph over troubles, overcoming obstacles. And meanwhile, you are being judged for the duties and deeds that you've done already, okay? A lot of you guys could be fulfilling a fantasy. And so that's where all this mystical, like sexual exchange, needing to recuperate, because maybe y'all have been, really fulfilling your fantasy here, okay? This is a very specific read, so, this is only going to identify what quite a few of you guys, only a handful of you guys. So I hope you guys have a radiant day, and I will catch up with you soon.